It's not much, but well, here's my bedroom temperature, which is equal to the outdoor temperature, which is bad. And here is the porch temperature because the sun is shining. So outdoors and in my bedroom 54, porch 64. I just opened my bedroom window to allow some nice warm air into the RV. So that's good. The porch is definitely catching the sun's rays and warming it up in here. Well, here is an annoying problem. When I tried to open my door, it wouldn't open. This stuff bubbles in the sun. I don't know if that shows up well. It's bubbled up and boiled up very much. I don't know how well it shows, but this is really stupid. I would have thought that that would be okay to use where it gets warm. It's boiled and bubbled like as much as 3 inches in places, especially right in front of my RV door where the sun is shining right now. It's stupid. Well, it does produce warmth like I had hoped, but it's not working as I had wanted to. It's really boiled badly. I hope it settles back down. I don't know if you can see the boils and bubbles in it. I sure hope it settles back down. But it is warm out here in the porch. It's very cozy here right now. Very, very nice. But better than inside the RV. So I've got the windows open. I've got the living room window open here. And I've got actually warm air coming into the RV from the solar porch. No other heating necessary. And over here I've got the bedroom window open as well. No other heat going on except for the bedroom window open. And the front window here. So almost the whole RV is covered by the porch and is shielded from the outdoor cold, which by the way is in the 50s, and the porch is in the 60s. So success, a little bit of success anyway. When the leaves drop off the trees, I'll get even more sunlight. And there's baby cat. People can get their baby fix right now. She's out enjoying the sun. Well, anyway, when the leaves are off the trees, I'll get even more daytime sunlight throughout a longer period and more free heat. Well, I was trying to hook up a couple more solar panels, which is a very bad idea. I had some massive arcing. I melted some wires. I don't know if you can see that. I actually have, well, refocus on that. I melted the wire. Had some serious arcing going on. And I can't really turn it. This is really stiff, heavy gauge wire, but it's melted in various places. There was a about a 2-inch long beam, about an 1/8 inch wide, of energy jumped between the wires. Don't play with your solar panels in the daytime. It's dangerous. And I melted some wires. Fortunately not the original solar panel wires. Although I'm only pulling 400 to 500 watts in at certain times peak, sometimes way less. Trying to hook up another solar panel, which is 200 watts, is too much for my charge controller, and I got a fault message and it shut itself down. Fortunately, it's a high-end charge controller and protected itself. So that idea was a failure and near destructive to my system. I have to come up with a different idea. I figured this would be a quick 5-minute fix and get some more power, but bad idea. Won't do that again. Okay, this foam insulation, a lot of people are suggesting rigid foam, but rigid foam will not follow these contours and the curves and bulges of the RV like this foam mattress does. Every little detail is being followed by this mattress. And I have sealed in my bedroom window completely all the way around with You can see the mess in there. I'm working inside as well, straightening out in there, but it doesn't look good now. Anyway, I'm insulating all the way around, and sealing it off nicely. And the water access panel, some people have said it was a bad idea to allow an access for mice to come in, but it is a airflow. I can put a window screen right there, steel window screen or metal or whatever, to keep mice out, and blow air through this hole, which is exactly what I'm planning on doing. And that'll blow cold air back into the stove shed right up by the stove. So that's sealed off nicely all the way around. Perfectly sealed off tight, so no more heat loss there. Now I'm probably gonna figure somehow to just have a small opening here, unless I'm accessing the whole panel for maintenance on the water system and stuff. I think I only want that big of a hole through. I'll have a temporary shield here to cover that, but looking better by far now already. Now I'm going to seal off right here as well in this gap all the way to the roof. There will be no more leaks. It's not perfect. You can see a little bit of air space in there. I missed a gap. It's hard to reach inside there. It's very, very hard to reach through and properly seal. But once I get everything in place, there's another gap down in there that I can't reach way down inside. It was really hard to do this. In retrospect, sure, it would have been better to do this first before putting the metal inside. But I didn't know what I was using and how I was going to seal this off. Now I do. So it works. I'm going to seal up all the way across here. I've sealed around the window and the access panel, so it'll minimize airflow all the way around. And I think I'm going to have enough mattress pieces to stuff in these gaps and seal off all by the rafters properly. I'm going to do a test burn of the wood stove later. I do have a little piece of scrap metal I found that I can put on that back wall right there behind the pipe. And I don't think I have enough for the ceiling yet, but I want to see what that heat shield's going to do and how hot that wood's going to get above the heat shield before I seal anything. I want to make sure one step at a time what my temperatures are before I go to the next step. So that's why I did not yet cover the roof. This is going to take a few more days, but I will eventually have a good working system. I do believe today though I'm going to have all those gaps up there sealed properly, nice and neatly, and no more leaks using this mattress. So it's coming along. And look what came home. Has a repair tag on it. Proof I professionally had it in there and got it professionally fixed up, and he had it running. So if I have time today after working on the wood stove, I'm going to be cutting up some wood. This here is precisely what I meant about the contours of the RV. It's perfect, and it's not going to cause harm or wear on the side of the RV because it's soft foam. That's exactly what I was looking for, something that would seal, hold itself in place, and cause no harm. I cut some wood. The chainsaw works nicely, very well, and I've added about all that much right there. And I put some up by the RV to burn tonight. And I dragged all this up out of the forest. Now, most of it's pretty dry actually, and well aged I'd say. Some of it's damp in spots from where it touched the ground here and there. But most of it was pretty well dry. I can cut it and put any damp spots out in the sun. And the rest I can burn. Like this long one here is very dry. There's another one on the end, long one, quite dry. So, old chainsaw worked well. Good old home light. Put some dust on it today. So it was well worth the trip into the shop today. Or actually a few days ago, but anyway, it was very much worth it. It's 5 p.m. and I just set the heat shielding on there. I still have to attach it I spent the day insulating and cutting wood and working on the computer a little bit. But the wood stove is burning right now. We have 495 degrees on the stovepipe. Is it? Wow, 495, no, 282 on the front of the stove. Up higher in the stovepipe we got 428. The heat shield itself is only 152. The wood above the shield is 108. And the wood back in the corner above the shield is 102. So the heat shielding so far is making a difference on the wood on the ceiling. So I'm going to continue using this a slow burn. I'm not going to go wild on here yet until I'm comfortable with it. And I still have to frame this in, but I'm not doing that until I'm very safe and comfortable with the stove itself. When I feel like I've got everything shielded and protected safely, then I will finish closing it off. And then I will hold the heat inside this little area, and then I'm going to get some serious heat inside the RV. That'll make a huge difference. But right now it's not too terribly unbearably cold. I mean, I've been going without heat, period. So I'll survive with a little less heat going on right now. A lot of people say I should get up in the middle of the night and feed the fire. Well, I have sleeping problems. If I get up, I don't go back to sleep, and I don't sleep well anyway. So I don't know if I want to consider that option or not right now. But it is very nicely comfy right here, right next to the stove. Got the fire going. Slow fire. I just got it going. And I'm just going to maintain it really slow. Got the damper closed right there. It's, well, just a little bit open, just at a small angle. And I got the airflow on max, because if I shut that, everything goes dead. So we'll just try it, see what happens. Well, it's 7 o'clock at night. It's 70 inside and 46 out. 33% humidity in, and feeling good. I'm answering comments and catching up on my old forum. I fell behind on the forum a while back due to being spammed heavily, and I'm finally cleaning it up. Let's go over here and see. I've got my fan blowing, and it's blowing noticeably warm air. It's not a lot. I think a bigger fan would make a huge difference in here. And it's 65 in the bedroom and 63 on the porch. So the heater wood stove is doing alright for me, and the new insulation I put all the way around the window. You can see I can actually open the window up further. All the insulation there, I stuffed it in tight around the framing, and it's nicely sealed. There's nothing but heat coming through here now, which is a massive improvement on how it was previously. So I think it's going to be a better night, but unless I get up in the middle of the night, the stove is still going to go out on me one way or another. 38 out and 67 in at 10 o'clock at night. It's not too bad. Got the wood stove. It's going on here strong. I feel nice warm air coming through. And we have 63 in the bedroom and 50, almost 58 on the porch. So 38, 20 degrees difference on the porch. So that's warming up the whole porch and the whole side of the RV, bedroom and everything, just from that little fan blowing through. It's not bad at all.